Hello, everyone. Today I'm speaking a bit about sustainable cities and communities and how the Internet of Things can help to improve our cities and communities. So, the Sustainable Development Goal I chose was number 11, which is to make cities inclusive, safe, resilient, and sustainable. So, first, I want to talk a bit about the statistics. So the world's population is about 7.7 billion, and it is projected to be 9.7 billion by 2050. Urbanization is on the rise. Today, half of the world's population lives in urban areas. That number is expected to jump to 70% by 2050. At this current rate of expansion, there will be more than 43 megacities, which are urban areas with more than 10 million residents, and over 700 cities with 1 million residents by 2030. So here is a graph here depicting which countries are more urban and which countries are more rural as of 1990. So as you can see, America is fully blue. It's very urban there, and China here is very rural. And we'll see that China actually shifts from 1990 to 2020. You can see that it's not white anymore; it's blue. It's become urbanized, and even the United States is a bit darker there. So here's a graph depicting in 1990 what percent of a country's population lived in its largest city. Here, the United States and China are very similar, with less than 10% of the country's population living in the largest city. And here is 2020, a percentage of a country's population which lives in its largest city. Again, the United States is less than 10%, and also China is less than 10% here. The next graph I have shows how rural and urban populations have changed from 1960 to 2020. So as you can see, the urban population in the United States has constantly increased, while the rural population in the United States has decreased. And here's a graph of China and how the rural and urban populations have changed from 1960 to 2020. As you can see, the amount of urban population has increased and the amount of rural population has decreased. They've kind of switched over there. All right, and how can the Internet of Things help to create sustainable cities and communities? One of the first things I wanted to mention is the fire and smoke detection. This could allow for alarm modules and also integration of alarms within different systems. Another important thing could be waste disposal and water control. This could overall improve the water quality and monitor the state of trash facilities. Another thing is just monitoring in general. We could monitor weather, traffic surveillance, and we could also use smart home monitors to keep track of smart homes. Another important aspect could be electrical transport. This could allow for connected public transport and also connected street lights within an integrated system. And the last thing I wanted to discuss is eco-friendly housing, where we could have efficient heating, solar panels, and also water-saving fixtures